governors and the assignment of roles by portfolio by the governor is a very important issue. And I want to thank the committee for the step they have taken to go through the petition and bring this report to this House for consideration, Mr. Speaker, because, Mr. Speaker, the issue of deputy governors in our counties is a very, very, very serious issue. In some counties, it is even a very divisive issue, Mr. Speaker. I know, for example, a county like Trans Nzoia, where the deputy governor has been stopped from performing her duties as a deputy governor. So it is a matter that requires intervention and careful thinking by this House, Mr. Speaker. We have deputy governors in some counties who have no office. You remember even your own county, Mr. Speaker, we had that problem. We have deputy governors whose...
Chair, Devolution Committee, Senator Boni Karware, Senator Chalagay Samson.
We have deputy governors who have no fuel for their vehicles. They don't even have vehicles in the first place, Mr. Speaker, because they have been denied vehicles, they have been denied fuel. They are just there, Mr. Speaker, just to earn a salary. They have no allowances. And yet, in law, they are supposed to be substantive principal assistant to the governor. Mr. Speaker, I get the argument by Senator Aluale and Senator Cheragay. But in the Constitution, if you read Article 179, it does not talk about assignment of portfolios. It talks about the deputy governor being the deputy chief executive of the county. But the County Government Act has gone further to define that the governor may assign portfolios to the deputy governor. So what the petitioner is seeking is that instead of saying may assign, we need to change the law so that it says shall assign, so that our governors are compelled to give substantive duties to deputy governors. And that will help a lot in resolving some of the problems that we have in our counties, where deputy governors are basically flower girls, and in some cases are even enemies of the governor. So I think this is a matter that this House must thoroughly look through and make the necessary adjustment to the law. But Mr. Speaker, even as we seek to do that, we must also protect the office of the governor, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you have a scenario where some deputy governors are, because of that constitutional requirement, where you are supposed to be having a running mate, you pick someone to be your deputy governor, and then as soon as he comes in, he realizes that he can actually become a governor by just when we have a vacancy in that office. So they start undermining the governor. So now what happens? Or they start, is used by your competitors to undermine you. So what happens? They instantly become enemies. So we need to really look at this relationship between the principal and the deputy. How does it work? I know this system was borrowed from the US system. We must acknowledge that we have a problem with that pairing. Even at the level of presidency, Mr. Speaker, we have a problem. We had a problem between the first president who was elected under this new constitution and the deputy. even in this, currently, we also had a problem between the president and his deputy, and that's why he was impeached in this house. And even now, as we are speaking, the deputy president of this country seems not to be having substantive powers, to the extent that we now see deputy president running around doing what we call empowerment program. Doing empowerment programs across the country. He seems that he has been delegated a job that does not exist in the Constitution to make him waste time, to make him focus on things that have no value to this country, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Osotsi, you know, while chairing this session, I cannot give you that leeway to discuss the office of the Deputy President. Familiarize yourself with standing order, is it 121? 101, yes, 101. Standing order 101. Because, no, let me first caution him that he is really trending on the wrong trajectory. So 101, no, we must bring a substantive motion to discuss the Deputy President.
Mr. Speaker.
So you can proceed, but I have given you that question.
Mr. Speaker, I get your point.
You are doing so well on the Deputy Governor. Just stick to that lane. You are doing so well.
Well, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I was just trying to demonstrate the point that this pairing of the principal and his deputy, even at the level of the presidency and the governor, seem to be a challenge to this country. We must address it. Even as we are seeking to address the problem of deputy governor and deputy, we also have a problem up there, and a solution has to be found. But Mr. Speaker, the House discusses the issue of the role of deputy governors. We must also move with speed to have a substantive law on impeachment, so that even as governors give substantive duties to their deputy, they sit in office comfortably, that they will not be easily impeached. So I think the committee should, as a matter of urgency, also come up with the impeachment procedure law, which will tighten the process of impeachment so that governors sit comfortable in their office and they don't fear, because the problem we are reading in this petition is basically fear, that governors fear that they can easily be replaced, either through impeachment or through any other means by their deputy governors. So they look at them as enemies. So for us to have a balanced approach to this matter, Mr. Speaker, I suggest that even as we look at amending the County Government Act to provide for the amendment on Section 32(3) of the County Government Act, so that it is mandatory for governors to assign substantive duties to their deputies. Likewise, we must ensure there is a substantive law to make governors comfortable in their office and tighten the process of impeaching governors in this country. Otherwise, this is a very progressive law, and I want to support and request that we should all support this, so that we have stabilities in our counties, so that governors can feel safe, and also deputy governors can perform their roles of deputy governor. I support.
Actually, what we are saying is that the impeachment procedures of what should happen is that once a governor not to respect their bosses, the governors. Next is Senator Chalagai Samson.